You know the players. You've watched them dominate the pitch, smash in last-minute winners, and stare down goalkeepers like predators. Their energy, intense. Their presence, massive. Their voices, well, that's where things get weird. Because when some of these players open their mouths, it's like someone hit the wrong voiceover button.
It's good to be competitive on the field.
Towering defenders with surprisingly squeaky tones. Calm, soft-spoken midfielders with the vocal energy of a monk. And guys who look like they just passed high school but sound like they've been divorced twice. Today we're diving into the wildest mismatch between image and voice in the football world. These are 12 footballers you won't believe what they sound like, plus a few shocking bonus picks that prove the mic never lies. Let's get into it. You look at Lukaku and expect thunder. What you get is a bedtime narrator. Romelu Lukaku is an absolute tank on the field. He bulldozes past defenders, smashes the ball into the net, and celebrates like a gladiator. But the moment he speaks, it's like someone muted the volume and added silk.
In our second year, we won the league title, obviously through difficult circumstances in the world with the pandemic and stuff. But, it was like an emotional time because we really, as a team, we spent so much time together.
His voice is soft, warm, and polite, almost delicate. It throws people off because it's not just quiet, it's soothing, even when he's being interviewed after a 90-minute war. You expect beast mode, but you get gentle giant. Mario Balotelli, born for headlines, speaks like he's narrating a TED Talk. Mario Balotelli is pure chaos incarnate. Red cards, headlines, fireworks in the bathroom, you name it, he's done it. So you'd think his voice would match that wild, unpredictable energy. Nope. Balotelli's voice is calm, slow-paced, and almost philosophical.
Support your team, support your players, and don't really be bothered about other player. Yes, it's normal. Maybe sometimes you say something against other players. Okay, it's normal, but not racist things.
It's more therapist than thunderstorm. He speaks with clarity, patience, and even a hint of restraint that completely contradicts his "why always me" persona. It's like the football version of a plot twist. Then there's Saliba, who basically sounds like he swallowed a subwoofer. William Saliba is a rising defensive wall at Arsenal, but you wouldn't expect him to sound like he's hosting a late-night radio show. His voice is absurdly deep. We're talking James Earl Jones levels of bass.
I joined the team on Monday, and it was good. It feels good to be back and to start the pre-season. And yes, I'm so excited and can't wait to keep going the training and the friendly game.
When fans first heard him speak, the internet did a double take. It's not just deep, it's smooth, slow, and confident. Combine that with his size and composure on the pitch, and you've got a player who sounds more like a narrator than a 22-year-old footballer. Now switch gears. Marcus Rashford, footballer and national hero. You know Rashford as the guy who delivers for Manchester United and also feeds half of England's schoolchildren. But what catches people off guard is just how measured and composed his voice sounds.
Manchester United. People say a lot about Manchester United. They're going downhill, blah, 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 blah. But for me, the club, the desire, the hunger, the talent, the ability, the squad, we have everything to compete at the highest level. We just have to show. We have to show it to the world.
There's a seriousness in his tone, but also warmth. It's like he's always addressing a room full of decision makers. It's the kind of voice you'd expect from a politician or lawyer, not necessarily a 26-year-old winger known for pace and power. Sol Campbell looks like a bouncer. He sounds like a barista. Sol Campbell, absolute unit, Premier League legend, intimidating defender. Everything about him screams power. Then he opens his mouth and his voice is unexpectedly high-pitched and light.
But the thing is, what you have to do is balance it out, because there's other players have done that and they're not. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? What? Maybe it was too successful. I don't know. Who knows? Is it a colour thing? Is it a colour thing? Because there's a lot of other players have done this type of move, similar moves.
Not cartoonish, but definitely not what you'd predict from a guy who spent his career smashing attackers into the dirt. It's not even about what he says. It's how he says it. If you only heard his voice, you'd picture a poetry teacher, not a defensive beast. You'd expect Samba energy from Vinicius Jr., right? Yeah, until he opens his mouth. Vinicius Jr. is pure electricity on the pitch. High energy, quick feet, Samba flair. But when he speaks, it's a whole different vibe. His voice is surprisingly high-pitched, laid back, and incredibly chill.
Mucha confianza, mister siempre habla para nosotros que tenemos que defender bien nuestro título.
He sounds like someone you'd meet at a beach bar in Rio, talking about waves, not someone who just skinned 4 defenders in 30 seconds. The contrast between his on-pitch explosiveness and off-pitch chill is gold. N'Golo Kante speaks like he's trying not to wake a sleeping baby. Let's be real. Kante is the most beloved man in football, the nicest guy, the hardest worker, the quietest presence. But hearing him speak, it's even quieter than you'd imagine.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the applause. Good evening, everyone. It's a huge honor to be here today to receive the Footballer of the Year from the Football Writers Association. It's a huge honor.
His voice is extremely soft-spoken, gentle and shy to the point where you feel guilty for making him talk. When he gives interviews, he sounds like he's just happy to be there, but would rather not steal the spotlight, which honestly is kind of his entire brand. Humility personified. Zlatan sounds like he's reciting poetry to himself. Zlatan talks like a man who knows he's the main character, and yet his voice isn't loud or brash. It's smooth, theatrical, calculated.
Feel special, different day, same quality only. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all because I know what I do. I train hard, sacrifice a lot, and it's my head that is playing. My knee just need to follow, so I'm not worried at all. No, because lions, they don't recover like humans.
We're doing lions.
Listening to Zlatan is like hearing a one-man stage play. His voice glides with dramatic pauses, confidence, and perfectly timed arrogance. Zlatan doesn't just speak, he performs. It's as if his vocal cords got media training before his first match. Then there's Garnacho, teenage face, 40-year-old tax-paying energy. Garnacho looks like a teenager, because he is one. But then he talks, and it's like he's aged 30 years overnight. His voice is surprisingly deep, serious, and grounded.
The first year was difficult because my English wasn't very good. So what we played together in the academy, first some games in the under 17s, I think. Then the youth cup, so now in the first team, so now we are growing up together. So
it doesn't match the bleached hair and TikTok energy. It's mature, slow, and almost intimidating. It's an eerie contrast that makes you double-check his birth certificate. Phil Foden sounds like he's talking through a pillow in Manchester. Phil Foden is one of England's most gifted footballers, but you'd barely know he's speaking half the time. He talks quietly with a strong Mancunian accent that sometimes sounds like its own language.
Yeah, that's what I said, and a couple has agreed, so yeah, let's see what happens.
Even the manager?
You know, I didn't add the manager in there, but now you said it, I might have to ask him. But you know, we can't think about winning it yet, it's still so early. We just got to focus on the next game.
It's not mumbling. It's more like someone turned his volume dial to 3. Combine that with the accent, and you've got a voice that takes a few replays to understand. But hey, on the pitch, loud and clear brilliance. Haaland speaks like a Viking who hates small talk. Erling Haaland is built like a Norse god, but when he speaks, it's like a Nordic robot reading cue cards.
Yeah, it was lovely, great cross and good header and an important goal and important win. No, I'm always happy. So yeah, I was happy today, and yeah, of course, important and important to look ahead. Now relax a little bit, and then we go again in the fourth. So we keep going.
His voice is deep, yes, but it's surprisingly dry, monotone, and emotionless. There's no flair, no rhythm, just straight, flat-line delivery. Whether he's talking about scoring 5 goals or brushing his teeth, it sounds the same. It's unintentionally hilarious and totally on brand for someone who celebrates goals like he's waiting for a bus. Bonus picks, Casemiro. You expect thunder, but you get tranquility. His voice is unexpectedly soft and delicate, like he's narrating a meditation video instead of breaking up attacks. Fede Valverde, old clips of him sound like Disney castings. He's grown into his voice now, but early on, he was all talent, no tone depth. Marcel Desailly, his voice rolls like he's tasting each word before saying it.
Best Premier League stadium you've played in?
St. James Park. Yes,
Newcastle.
I like the stadium, Newcastle, yes.
quite scary.
It's almost poetic, totally unexpected from a bulldozing center back. Lacazette, actual cartoon energy.
Ça fait dangereux sur coup de pied arrêté, on sait que c'est nos points faibles. En plus, on manque de taille à ce niveau-là. Donc,
Je suis fier, je suis très heureux forcément parce que c'est un club mythique d'Angleterre.
It squeaks, it slides, it jumps octaves like a glitchy NPC. So, which one shocked you the most? Voices reveal more than words. They expose contrast, character, and sometimes chaos. From tanks who whisper to teens with tax-paying energy, these footballers prove that the mic never lies, and it almost always surprises. Drop a comment and tell us which voice blew your mind. Who should we feature in part 2? And hey, if you love football personality and stuff that makes you go, wait, what? Smash that like, subscribe, and hit the bell.